welcome to the next edition of the weekly Bulletproof Your Mindset sessions. So I think we're a little bit more up to speed on Facebook now. I've got it set up so I can see the comment whilst being live, and what I think is exciting is I think I've worked out the screen share so we can be much more interactive without needing Zoom at all. So, morning Melissa, I'm just going to let everyone join for 1 minute and then we'll get started. Because this is, as I said in the post, an absolute banger. Not this track is an absolute banger as well. And it's out on Friday. So I'm going to be calling in loads of favours again. But I'm going to discuss that also. And yeah, this training, I think everyone is going to connect with it. It helps me, okay? Morning Claude, morning Edie, morning Melissa, morning Laura. Laura, I've changed the Facebook password. It locked me out. So if you need it, I'll text it to you afterwards. I'm guessing you're in. Morning Lindsay, morning Kelly, morning Dana, morning Melissa, morning Claude, morning Edie. So, okay, without further ado, and without giving you any more free love, I'm going to crack on with this morning's training because, as I said, it's an absolute banger. And I know when trainings are absolute bangers, okay, because I plan them. Morning Jessica, morning Lorraine. I plan them. I listen to Paul. I listen to everything that he coaches me. Everything that he says, it's like he's inside my head. And there's bits that I take out are the bits that I connected. And deep down, I know that wherever any single one of you is, from the absolute pit of despair, depression, suicide, to the spectrum of world-class results, achieving, living your best life, happiest you've ever been, whatever you want to call it, I know I've been the full spectrum of them. So I know if it connects with me, then it connects with every single person in this group, okay? Whether they're open or not to be ready for it and to listen to it is sometimes a bit of a difference, okay? But I believe every single one of you is going to connect with this, okay? And I'm so happy I can see the comments, so I feel like I'm actually with some people. Seems to do it in this group, but not the accountability one. But we'll see. We'll see for next week. Epic wham yesterday as well. How good was the wham? I came off that and I was just like a freaking double dropped and I was flying on a beach in Ibiza because there were just so many, like too many to even mention results that are just life changers, okay? So today's is called Creating Lasting Change, okay? Which is what we all want, isn't it? We all want to create lasting change. And if you'd managed to create lasting change in the past, you wouldn't be here and you wouldn't be listening to me, okay? Likewise, if I'd created lasting change, I probably wouldn't be being coached by Paul. And I wouldn't constantly be on a permanent journey of self-development and still having to do it every day to keep myself focused. I'm forever signing up to new courses and doing new books and doing new learning and readjusting life. Like I said to you guys, I've now had to get a system in where I just stop work. Today I've got 2 sales calls afterwards, but again, 12 o'clock I stop work. Everything can wait. Everything, okay? Besides the house burning down or Logan being picked up from nursery, can wait for 90 minutes while I go to the gym, okay? And that's what I've had to change because I've begun to value everything else higher. I'm too busy. I've got too much work on. Clients need me to do this. Paul needs me to do that. I need to watch that. Everyone else, lead down here, okay? So making changes for a few weeks is easy, isn't it? Okay? Drop me a yes, drop me any form of comment if this has been you, because I see it time and time again, okay? Even after a few months, even really see a lot of people nailing 12-week transformations or 90-day transformations. It's a piece of piss, okay? Just look at it. I could run 10 marathons in 30 days. Short time frame. period of uninformed enthusiasm, almost naive enthusiasm. Just open this window because it's roasting. Um, and we start the new plan, we start the new weights plan, we start the new weight loss, we sign up with a coach, we say we're going to run 10 marathons in 30 days. I did it, I achieved it. Exactly, Kelly Louise. This is why it's so important. So I see this time and time again, and I see it with you guys, with clients as well. Okay, so you start off majorly enthusiastic. As I said, you're in that period of the graph up here, which is uninformed enthusiasm. Okay, because there's excitement involved, and we start doing the work and we promise to change and we do the work and we're totally committed. People start throwing all these phrases to me, and straight away an aeroplane comes over. Um, People throw these phrases to me even when they're signing up, and in the first couple of weeks, I'm ready for this, Lee. This is my time. You know, it's now or never. I'm absolutely going to smash it. I'm ready, Lee. I'm ready. Okay, this is it. Okay, and then they get results for a bit, and this is part of the sad reality of it. They're all over Facebook. They're tagging me every 2 minutes. Best thing since sliced bread. Changed my life. Saved my life. Best coach in world. Best thing ever. They see these epic results and then they just disappear. Okay. Some people even do it. Some of you new starters will do it, and anyone watching now will look back and laugh, because some of you again will do it. And I'm not saying don't do it. I want you to do it, but I'm teaching you how to do the consistency. Jessica Fay Riley, exactly. You're all over it for 2 weeks. Everything's amazing. I'm gonna have to shut that window. Fucking new build estates are shite. Anyway, so you have this uninformed enthusiasm and you build into this kind of this place of happiness where everything's on point, you're loving life, you're seeing results, you're seeing the work, and then you just vanish. Okay, so again, I see people do this very often. It can then go the other way. So rather than, they literally go from I'm the best thing ever. Again, I screenshotted 2 posts of a woman who at one point decided to slag me off on social media. Okay, but only 4 weeks before, she'd done a post about how I saved her life and I was the best thing ever, and her husband couldn't thank me enough, and everything was amazing and everything's changed, and then she just stopped. Okay, and this is what we all do. We start, we get enthusiastic, and we stop, and then they ghost me. Okay, very often, especially the VIP clients, I keep calling them out. Okay, I've one VIP client yesterday. I've just binned them off because I can't be asked with them. Okay, I sent them a final message saying, "Do you want me to keep making you accountable every day, or do you just want me to leave you alone because you've not replied to my last 4 messages? And quite frankly, that's rude." Okay, but again, this person was doing so well. So well, the best they've ever done. Okay, they'd created this phenomenal change and they were killing it, and then something's happened and they've just stopped. Okay, completely ghosted me, don't want to talk to me, not interested, downright rude, if I'm honest. I don't even know if they're still in the group. If they are, don't really care. And that happens, and then that cycle repeats again. Okay, that person will leave and go and pay another coach £1,000 and do the same thing again, and then the same thing again. Like, you've all been there as well. I've been there. We've been there, haven't we? The same plan, the enthusiasm, the results, we're killing it, we're so happy, everything's on point, and then somehow, subconsciously, without even knowing it, we're back at square one. Okay, and we're in that cycle: start, stop, quit, new plan, check in, don't check in, disappear again. Who's done this? I've done this about 3 million times in my life, even though my granddad told me 1 million times not to exaggerate. Just not gone to the gym for 1 to 2 weeks, or gone to the gym for 1 to 2 weeks, felt amazing, absolutely nailed it, and then just stopped. Or I did it after the marathons. So I ran every day between 6 and 16 miles for 30 days in a weighted vest, ending in a marathon, and then I just stopped. Just stopped running. I haven't been for a run since. Honestly, I haven't been for one run. Maybe I went for 1 or 2 the couple of days afterwards just to keep my legs loose, but I haven't been. How does that happen? And that's what we're going to come on to and how we create lasting change. Okay, so we do it for a bit and then we stop and then we go back to old habits. Who's done that? Hundreds of times. Okay, start a new plan, say one thing, do another. Go to the gym for 2 weeks, and then before we know it, everything was amazing, life was feeling good, and then pubs reopened, and now we're back at the pub. Okay, there's several people in this group who've told me they don't have time to track food, but have posted at least 4 wine selfies in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so again, time is rubbish, but everything was going well for them, and now it's slowly degrading back to their old life, their old peer group, their old habits, their old piss poor standards, and it'll be your volume, Jackie, on your computer or your phone. You'll need to switch up because everyone else can hear. Um, so, who's been there? Hands up. I have hundreds of times, but some of you are in a drift now. The second lockdown, the first part of lockdown restrictions got raised, you went straight into a drift. Okay, and you haven't yet got out of it. You're still drifting back to the old peer group, back to the old standards, back to the old habits, starting to make excuses, starting to blame, starting to justify. My friends made me go to the pub. I had to go to the pub because of this. I couldn't really not eat the cake when my husband had made it, could I? We're drifting, okay? Blaming, justifying, making excuses. And you're all, the view that are doing that are heading back to square one, okay? You're saying one thing and you're doing another. Does this all sound familiar, okay? And I'll tell you why this is all familiar, because I do it every single day. So before anyone gets bum hurt and starts calling me out, saying that I'm being unfair and that I'm picking on them, I'm not, because I do this, okay? If you ate cake at the weekend, you ate cake at the weekend. You didn't have to eat the cake because your husband cooked it. Grow up, okay? Take responsibility. And as we said yesterday, what are the 2 things we need to give up if we want a happier life and we want results? Blame and justification every time, okay? That sounds really harsh when I say grow up, but I mean it. And I actually want to put an F in there between the grow and the up, because that's how much I mean it. And that applies to me as well, okay? Because I hypochondriac, what's the word? Contradict myself sometimes because I do the things, but what am I doing now? I'm not blaming or justifying, I'm owning up to it, okay? I did it last night. I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. If you look at the post on my DJ page last night, it was very negative, okay? I've lost a phenomenal amount of money now in the next 5 weeks that I was going to make, and I'm closed and I can't do anything about it. And I posted a bit of a negative post. I shouldn't have been doing that. I did kind of have to do it because my management told me to post something about it, but I didn't need to use the language that I used, okay? I could have quite simply just put hashtag let us dance, but I went on a bit of a rant, okay? I got drawn into drama. I didn't need to, okay? This is where I need to learn, okay? So, again, look at me. Look at some of you have a look over your Facebooks over the last few days, if saying you haven't got time to track food, and it's, I see this daily and I do it daily, so that's why it's so important. Again, look at my DJ career. Look at when I'm on point. When I was promoting Coming On Strong, I fucking hammer it for a week and then I don't post for a week. Okay, so I do it, I get it, and it's something that I need to correct. It's something that I'm looking into. And this is why this training is going to be so important. Okay, look at the accountability group. Who checks in 1 week then doesn't the next? Okay, at what point did it ever say update your stats 1 week, but only on the weeks when you feel like it, and then miss a few weeks, and then if you've had a good week, do a post, but if you don't, disappear, ghost everything, ignore your peer group, go back to your old one. Okay, that's it. I'm gutted, Michelle, but there's no point being gutted because we can't control it. It's out of our control. Focus on what you can't control, you'll feel weak and disempowered. Focus on what you can control, you will feel strong and empowered, okay? I'll focus on making the parties that come back even better than the ones that were going to be there. That's where the focus is. So, what does create mean? I'm actually going to type this word because that's what we're looking to do, okay? Create lasting change, aren't we? You don't want to lose weight for a few weeks. You don't want to feel mentally better for a few weeks. You don't want to build some muscle for a few weeks. Okay. You don't want to take your thoughts away from it, Michelle. Focus on how you do want to feel, what you do want to do, not what you can't do and what has happened. That will make you feel weak and powerless. So create means action. Okay. Pure and simple. And action brings change. So if you want to change your results and you want to change your outcome and you want to look better and feel better and want lasting ever results, then you need to change your actions. Okay? You need to change your actions. Okay? And think about what it actually means as well. Just vibing off what you guys are saying there. You got it because you've missed a night out. Okay. Some business owners have lost £250,000 because of that decision. That week for us, not me personally, but Code as a business was £250,000 week. Okay. So rightly, maybe that person should be gutted, but we've just had a few nights put back that will be rescheduled. Don't overthink it because you're going to go into the pit. Focus on what you can do. Okay. So if you want to change your results and your thoughts and your actions, then you have to change what you do. Pure and simple. Okay. Again, this is how I sometimes get triggered by clients. Okay. Absolutely, Lana. That's a great phrase. You always do what you've always done. You always get what you've always gotten, which builds me into this is what so many people say when they sign up. Yeah, Lee, but what I normally do is I'll be like, I don't care. What works best for me is, really? Why are you here then? That won't work for me. I know what works for me. What I need to do is, well, you've done that before. It's not worked. Say it all the time. Set meal plans. I just need a set meal plan. How many of you had before? Loads. Why haven't you got your dream body then? I just need you to tell me what to eat, really? Have you had someone tell you what to eat before? Yeah. Why are you here then? Because it didn't work, okay? You're still stuck in what you didn't work and thinking that you know what you need to do, and you don't, because if you did, you wouldn't be here, okay? Pure and simple, okay? Nothing changes if nothing changes. So you've all had set meal plans. So why do some of you still keep thinking that you need a set meal plan? You don't, okay? But so many of us, we keep repeating, myself included, we keep repeating the same actions, okay? And I'm not talking about the good ones either. I'm talking about the bad ones, the judging people, okay? It will be Ange, especially when Angie Brown's with me singing live. Especially when Julia McKnight's there singing, finally, Kings of Tomorrow live. Okay, Angie's hopefully going to come and sing all my songs. If not, there's definitely going to be 3 or 4 vocalists there. It's going to be a live performance. So it's something massive to look forward to. It's just been delayed a little bit. That's all it is. It's just been delayed, okay? But yeah, we keep repeating the same actions over and over and over again, and then we blame and justify. Let's go back to what I said yesterday, what I said on the welcome meeting, and what I said on the WAM. The 2 things that we need to give up if we want to create lasting results are blame and justification. As long as you continue to blame and justify, you are on a short road to nowhere every day, okay? You have to give up those 2 things. Exactly, I had a meal plan once. I didn't like it or ever eat anything on it, but I said nothing, lol. That's it, pure and simple. Until you can give up blame and justification, you are going nowhere, okay? So again, what does create mean? So create is the action of bringing something into existence. Somebody write that in the box for me. Create means the action of bringing something into existence. Note the word action. Doesn't say thinking about, does it? Doesn't say justifying, it doesn't say blaming, it doesn't say planning, it says the action. Okay? You have to create change, and you cannot create anything without a plan. But you have a plan. You are here. Create means the action of bringing something into existence. Yeah. 100%. Let's remember that. Okay? You have to create change, and you can't create anything without a plan. But you have a plan. Okay? And if you don't have a plan, then it won't ever happen. It's as simple as that. Now, the number one thing, and this is why I might have some Monster before. See how hyper I get. Honestly, the full can has to last me like 2 hours where I'm completely off my box. Be on this live till like 12. Missed the sales calls. Sorry, I was too busy coaching. But I won't, because I've got my planner and I know what I'm doing every hour of every day today to make sure that I succeed, which is what you need to do, which we're going to come on to. So number one thing, okay, all of this, every single thing, this entire coaching, everything is down to your perception. We could even use what you've just said about lockdown, okay? Your perception and your view. Think about that. It's how you view what happens. It's how you perceive what happens, okay? Surely if anyone should be pissed off, it's me. I've just lost about 30 grand. Okay? But I had to look at how I perceived it. It's just been rescheduled. It's just a delay. It's just a rumble strip. That's all it is. Shows are still sold out. That money's still going to come in. Of course it's disappointing. I'm not going to lie and say I'm not disappointed. But that's what life is. It's a journey of peaks and troughs. Unless you want to live down here. Playing it low, playing it safe, doing nothing, being asleep and awake, being dead, wandering around from drama to fucking drama every day, posting on Facebook last night, kicking off about it. What's that going to achieve? I'll tell you right now, cover your kids' ears, fuck all, apart from making you feel shit because of the way you perceived and viewed the situation. Then you decided to share it and try and gather more feelings for the negative way it made you feel until you're sliding back to your old peer group. Whinging, bitching, moaning, mocking, justifying and blaming. Okay? It's all down to perception. But I do it. So trust me, I get it. I really want everyone to know that when I do these coachings. I'm preaching big style, but I'm preaching to myself. Okay? I'm preaching to myself. So don't anyone ever think that I'm digging them out. I'm not. This is me all over everything I coach. So how you view your life, how you view challenges, how you view relationships, how you view your values, how you value yourself, your beliefs about yourself, how you view your health, how you view what action needs taken. Listen to that word again, action. How you view your habits, how you view yourself, how you view other people, how you view Boris. Why is everyone picking on Boris? The man's got the hardest job in the world right now. Personally think he's doing a great one with the best that he has available to him. And it's not his decision. There's about 2,000 other people involved. Okay? He's just the, what's the word? Messenger. High level messenger. That's all he is. But how you view him and how you perceive him will be on how you think about the situation. Can either hate, blame, justify and complain, or you can choose to view it in a different way. Okay? It's pure and simple, but how you view other people, how you view media, how you view the past, how you view rejection. Okay? Every single one of these things comes down to how you view it. Okay? and how you perceive it. You can perceive what happened last night as an absolute disaster, go on one about it for the next 3 days, doing nothing but depressing yourself. Or you can just view it as what it is, a delay. A delay to make sure things are safe and that we really are safe and we come out of lockdown for good. Okay, it all comes down to how you view it and how you perceive it. And again, for people hashtagging fuck Boris and Boris is a cunt and whatever else I was seeing last night, um, just remember this, okay? He is one man, just like you and I, doing the very best he can each and every day with what's available to him. Pure and simple. Isn't that what we're all doing? Type me a yes if that's what we're all doing. When it comes down to food, when it comes down to nutrition, when it comes down to relationships, when it comes down to our careers, when it comes down to our decisions, when it comes down to controlling drinking, anything at all, anything that we perceive, anything we're doing, anything that we're trying to achieve or not trying to achieve, okay? All each and every one of us is doing each and every day is doing the best we can with what we've got available to us. So let's all make a promise now to stop being so judgmental. Stop hating. Stop blaming. Stop being angry. Stop getting drawn into drama with your knobhead mates. Upscale, okay? Because the only thing, I'm loving this training. The only thing, what is the only thing that's stopping us upscaling? The only thing, what is the number one thing that stops you and I creating lasting change forever in our lives? Fear. Every time. Me, you, Boris, everyone. Fear. Okay? You may disguise this as facts. Okay? Think of the pseudonym. Is that the right word? I don't know if it is. Is that what they're called? No, acronym. Sorry, acronym, not pseudonym. I don't really know what a pseudonym is. I think I kind of do, but I'm not sure. Someone want to let me know what a pseudonym is and what an acronym is. I think this is an acronym. Anyway, fear. Look at the letters. F. False. E. Evidence. A. Appearing. R. Real. Remember that. False evidence appearing real. That's what fear is. We disguise it as no motivation, no discipline, being a technophobe, not being able to work apps, low self-worth, being thick, being not clever, being not good enough, being not insert the word type of person. I'm just not a da-da-da type of person. Would you want to create change? Let's change it. Let's create action and bring change. Okay? Does that make sense? No self-belief, too busy, someone else's fault, blame, justification, bullshit. That's what fear is. It's all of them. But we can't say, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of change. I'm scared. I'm scared I'm going to fail. I'm scared people are not going to like my music. Scared people aren't going to like me if I publish this video. Okay? Scared people are going to be nasty to me. People have been really nasty to me in the past. You guys saw. Only 3 weeks ago, a guy posted that he hoped that I had a heart attack and died. Remember him? Clint Pass. Bless him. Okay? Again, that's a situation. I just perceive how I view it. Do I get angry? Or do I feel really sorry for him? Because to attack a random stranger like that is a really bad place. I actually reached out to him and asked him if I could help him. He didn't reply, funnily enough. But it's how we perceive it and it's how we view it, okay? And, you know, it comes down to this, doesn't it? So when you're afraid, very often, myself included, um, or when you're not moving forward and taking action, it's because you value your body and your health and your goals at the lowest. Okay. Um, and that's why we don't create lasting change. That's why we stop taking action. That's why we stop checking in. That's why we start going to the pub every time one of our friends texts us. That's why we stop being accountable. That's why we keep starting and we keep stopping and we keep going back to the old actions and peer groups and habits that make us unhappy. Okay? Because you have to think about this, and this is probably one of the hardest things for me as a coach. Okay, because I'm working with a lot of people who truly don't value their health. Of course they don't. You don't get to 22 fucking stone by valuing your health, do you? So my job is to convince people that they have to change their values. And maybe you need to look at whether you need to change your own values, because your values will always lead your behavior. And that's why you can't blame and justify. If you value going your health and looking better and feeling better and getting fitter, you will go to the gym. If you don't value your health, you won't go to the gym. You'll go to the pub because you value getting pissed and sedating and self soothing and hiding away or socializing. I'm not saying don't ever go to the pub, but you know, when we don't value ourselves very often, especially in relationships as well, then all of a sudden we wonder why other people don't value us, you know, and you wonder why you feel shit all the time. Like, is it any wonder? I'm expecting and craving out for other people to value me, and yet I don't even value myself. So, one, I can't expect them to. Two, they won't. And three, that's why I feel crap all the time. But this is what I'm going to come on to, and this is the turning point in the training. Okay, I need to stop shouting because my throat's going to go. Just get too passionate. Imagine me on stage in front of people. Probably be like screaming like at a football match. So, life is about growth and contribution. Okay, not comfort. It's about always striving to be more. It's about always wanting to be better. It's always about wanting to change and improve, not stay the same. Because when you start to focus on growth and contribution to this beautiful world that we live in, that's when you will find your purpose. Okay, when you're growing and contributing to other people's lives, and this doesn't have to be on a grand scale. It might be your neighbours, it might be your parents, it might be your kids, it might be your boss, it might be an employee, it might be a friend. But when you are focusing on growing and contributing to other people's lives, that's when you will find your purpose. And if you keep starting and stopping and starting and stopping and quitting and getting distracted and looking for a new plan and procrastinating and feeling overwhelmed and never doing what you said you do, I guarantee you it's because you've got no purpose. Okay, you haven't created the vision. You don't know what you want. You don't know how your life wants to be. You don't know how your life wants to look. That's why you just drift off, because you don't value it, because you don't know what the end result is. You don't know what you want. I turned two people's lives with this yesterday because they were clearly in a bad space. Why do you think Clint sent that message? Do you think it's because he's just an evil twat? Or do you think it's maybe because he's got no vision, no purpose, no drive? He's getting angrier and angrier, doing nothing, and that's why he sat on Facebook commenting on strangers' pictures, deep down wishing that he had that body. Okay? But he hasn't been able to achieve it. So he's just angry, blaming, justifying it. It's someone else's fault. Okay? But the good news is you can change these views. Okay? You can change these views and you can change these perceptions. And every single one of you can change them right this second. And that's why I believe this training is so epic. Okay? I love it when the numbers go down at 9 o'clock because I think some people are starting work, aren't they? Don't forget to comment hashtag replay if you're watching it on replay. So this is the twisting point in this training, okay? So yeah, he's really, really unhappy, Michelle. So we should show him empathy, okay? But you know, when we don't have any focus or we don't have any purpose, and sometimes I have to quash this in the VIP at the beginning. What's your vision? They don't know. So there's no way I can take that client on until we first drill deep on what it is that they actually want to achieve. And if you keep stopping and you feel down in the dumps, then I guarantee it's almost because you haven't got a vision, you haven't got a purpose, you haven't got a focus, you don't know how you want your life to look, and you haven't spent any time looking. So that's why you're constantly distracted. That's why you're constantly wandering from drama to drama. That's why you're on Facebook arguing with people you don't even know. Does this make sense? Okay, but we can change it at any second. Okay, he has no life, no focus, no drive, no vision. Okay, that's why he's on social media commenting on random strangers' shit. Some of you were doing it last night. I did it last night. Do we really value our lives that little that the most important thing at 8 o'clock last night was debating on Facebook? Really? I need to have a word with myself about that last night, and I have done. But I've done it in 24 hours. I'm not going to do it again tonight or tomorrow or the day after because I've got an awareness and I pulled myself back to the vision. How did I have that instant awareness? What might I have completed last night that gave me that awareness? What might I have completed this morning that got me into this excited state when I want to help, impact, grow and contribute and plan my whole day with epicness that I plan to stick to? What might have helped me achieve that? What did I do that helped me achieve it? If some of you have been here a while and someone doesn't post it, what I completed, I give up. So very often, okay, and this is a harsh phrase, Emma, journaling, exactly, completing your day planner. If I hadn't have done it last night, how would I have known that I wasn't all right? I wouldn't. I'd have drifted. Okay? Had I not completed my planner, I might still not be going back to the gym because I'd have drifted. Had I not completed my planner this morning, I wouldn't be in this excited state because I wouldn't have done what I needed to do to raise my mood. Hydrate, personal development, talk to Paul. Just don't do it, Michelle. Make a decision now not to do it. Have an alarm clock in your head. Write it down every morning. Today I will not react to negativity. Instead, I'm going to focus on growth and contribution. Who can I help today? Who can I call? Who can I support? Who can I be grateful for? Who can I send an appreciation message to? Do the planner every day. Planners in this group under guides. Okay, you can have it on your phone. But very often, if we are this drama-filled person who gets overwhelmed, procrastinates, constantly gets distracted, next shiny coach, next shiny business plan, changing music styles, going down a different route, rediscovering myself, then it's very often because your life is boring. But again, we don't like to say that. My life is boring. I'm currently living a soul-sucking existence, and all I do each and every day is drift from drama to fucking drama, posting crap on Facebook, scrolling, spectating other people's lives, no vision, no focus, no purpose, okay? If this is you, if your life is boring, if you have no focus, if you have no goals, if you have no drive, if you have no vision, you will get peed off and react, which might be what's happening there, Michelle, to the smallest thing ever. The smallest little things will stress you out, and you'll react to them, and you'll get angry, and you'll get pissed off. Okay? That's why everyone was posting about Boris last night, because they've got no life. They've got no vision. They've got no drive. How many uber successful people did you see last night ranting into their Facebook? I didn't see any. Too busy chasing their dreams. Too dizzy chasing their dreams. You do have a filter, okay? It's not about having a filter. You need to get that busy focusing on growth, okay? And focusing on contribution and focusing on helping other people, that there's no space for the drama. Imagine your life then. Imagine your life when you're that busy focusing on studying, helping, having an impact, contributing, growing, creating your vision, filling in your journal, not watching TV, doing personal development, reading books, listening to me, doing all the trainings. There's no room for drama. There's no room for negativity, okay? You cannot get rid of negative people, negative places and drama. It will always exist. So stop trying. Stop trying right now, okay? Make a commitment now to stop trying, okay? And to make life more fun and have more vision, more goals, more drive, and be more committed to growth and contribution. Because if your life is boring, you will always constantly get pissed off, angry, react, and stressed out at the smallest possible thing, okay? That's why random knobheads argue with each other on Facebook. I mean, what the fuck? Who wants to give their energy to arguing with a stranger on Facebook to try and get their point across? Seriously, it's like different level, isn't it? But they've got nothing in their lives, no purpose. Okay, no purpose, and then they spend every weekend drinking and eating shit because their life is boring. Okay? Again, go back to it. How many people posted 5 different wine selfies this weekend? 5 different donut selfies, 5 different meal selfies, 5 different pint of lager watching the football selfies. Too busy to do planner. Too busy to focus on their goals. Too busy to study. Too busy to train. Life's boring. Your life's boring. Been there, and that's why, okay? Who posted a lager selfie on Sunday, but didn't have the time to do a photo for the accountability group? Can anybody explain to me the difference between taking a photo of a body and taking a photo of a glass of wine or a pint of lager? Okay? Don't bullshit yourself. Okay? The reason why you didn't do it is because, one, partly maybe because your life's boring and you don't really value getting results as high as you've made out to me or other people or your peer group that you do, or you're just avoiding discomfort at all costs. Okay? Either way, you'll stay the same. You're scared of failing. You're scared of being mocked. You're scared of being judged. You're scared of being laughed at. You're scared of maybe, even though you guys will see I never ever do this, scared of everyone saying, oh, fucking hell. Look at Lee again in accountability group, done fuck all last week and he still looks the same. Okay? Scared of being judged. Scared of being judged. Okay? But why? Why are we scared? Why are we scared of being judged? Why are we scared of what other people think? Why are we scared of failing? Why are we scared of setbacks? Why are we scared of failing? Why are we scared of giving up? Why sometimes are we so scared about giving up that we don't even get started? Perceived beliefs. Again, perception. Listen to the word. Fear. False evidence appearing real. Perceived beliefs. Not real. Not facts. Okay? But the reason is, so many of you're going through life, and I was going through life just playing not to lose. Playing safe. What did I hear someone say the other day? I just feel like I've been dealt my hand now, and I need to I need to, what did she say? I feel like I've just been dealt my hand in life, and I need to like it or lump it. That was what she said. This was a woman on a call. She was 27. Imagine that, 27. She's got that entire life, 2 times more to live. If she lives to her late 80s, mid 80s. Yet at 27, I feel like I've just been dealt the hand and the life that I was born to have, and I need to like it or lump it. Jesus Christ. Imagine feeling like that. But again, it's that thing, playing not to lose. And if you play not to lose, therefore, you can never win. And you will never win. And you will never create lasting change because you keep playing not to lose. Even in sport, how often have you seen that? It's like, when I'm not really into football, but I know this has happened in unless it is England, I do quite like England because I'm patriotic and there's an atmosphere, isn't there? Again, there's another example. It triggered the shit out of me on Sunday. I had to turn the football off because I can't understand why 22,000 people can get smashed out of their heads and jump all over each other. You guys saw the scenes on TV. Piggybacking, hugging, running round necks, swinging each other. Large groups in one small place. There was fuck all social distancing and absolutely no masks. Okay? But what does it serve me getting angry about that? It's just how I viewed it again. It's how I perceived it. Changed it. I switched it off. Changed my focus. Went and meditated. Went and did some personal development. Those thoughts will never, ever serve me. I can't change it. Focus on what you can control and you'll feel strong and empowered. Focus on what you can't control or play to lose and you'll feel weak and disempowered. But what I was going to say about football was, how often or even rugby, this has happened. How many times has this happened in the Six Nations? England have won all the games and then all they needed to do was beat Wales in the final. And they should have beaten Wales. They were the favourite to beat Wales by a country fucking mile. Wales at that stage, on that year, were one of the weakest teams in the Six Nations. And they thumped England because England went out and played not to lose. Had it been the first game and they just needed to win it, sorry Gareth and Michelle, but I've no doubt on that Six Nations, I think this was about 2006, maybe 2004 even, they would have beat Wales had they gone out to win. But they didn't. It was the final match. It was the Grand Slam. They still won the Six Nations, but they went onto that pitch, and I've experienced this in sport, playing not to lose. All we need to do is not lose, okay? You will never win. And that was proved, okay? Imagine telling your kids that as well, And again, this is what I come back to. How do you want your life to look? That's what I want everyone to focus on today, okay? Do you want to get to the end of your life and having not lived it because you were scared, okay? Or you just played so small throughout your entire life because you were scared of what people would think? Imagine telling your kids that. Sat down, 70 years old. Dad, tell me a bit about your life. Well, Logan, I didn't do anything really. I didn't really do anything. Kind of wanted all this stuff that I wanted to do. I was just scared what people would think, or that I'd get laughed at, or that it might go wrong, or that I'd fail, and I just just played it safe. Soul sucking, okay. I did nothing, son. All I did was wander around, 22 stone, drinking non-stop, wandering around, fat as fuck, from drama to drama, giving all my energy, all my love, all my fucks, all my attention, all my everything that I've been gifted with to people that didn't matter, okay? Arguing about, what did you do in 2021, Dad? I spent it on Facebook arguing about masks and vaccines and conspiracy. Oh, it's a 8 year. So, right, yeah. I remember having this argument with this woman, right? And we were just debating all these different conspiracy theories about COVID and where it fucking came from. And then we had this rant about. You get what I'm saying, don't you? Look at me last night. I got sucked into it. I got sucked in. And we need to get sucked out, okay? And this is one of those memorable things that Paul has taught me, okay? Um, this life could go on a while, you know. Apart from that, life is about growth and contribution, but think of, and this is what keeps so many of you stuck. This is why you keep stopping and starting, and this is why you don't get where you want to be, and you end up back at square one, or you start throwing these things. Lou Croft, stuck in a ruck, feel a bit shit, don't know why, fell off the wagon, self-sabotage, all these things. Okay, they all happened because you were bored. They were bored and you didn't have a big enough vision and you didn't have a emotional attachment to it. Okay? Imagine your life like a movie. Okay? Hey Michelle, do you want to watch my new film? It's a blockbuster. It is insane. Yeah, of course I'd love to. Can you tell me a little bit about it? Because I don't really want to spend my £7 going to the cinema. I want to know a little bit about what this film's like. Okay, well, what happens at the start is I get up pissed off when I go to work. Don't really like work, so I'm kind of in a shit mood all day. And then I blame, and then I complain. I repeat all this, begging for Friday to appear. And then I get pissed for 3 days, and I spend all my wages on booze. And then I get up and I do it again the following week. Do you want to come and see my movie? It's mint. Are you in? Do you want to bring your friends? You what? You what? It doesn't sound like much fun. Okay, but what I do at the end is this is the bit that you really like. I then do that for the next 26 weeks, and then all the money that I've earned in that 26 weeks, I invest that into getting pissed and eating 5,000 calories per day in Benidorm for 7 days on the trot because I need to get my money's worth. And then I come home and then I do the same thing again. Sounds harsh, doesn't it? And like I'm taking the piss, which I am. But that's the reality for some of us. That's where I was. That's where some of you are. Okay? And to create this lasting change, we need to create the vision and the focus. Okay? Because what we very often avoid as well, why do you never ask the girl out? Why do you never ask the boy out? Afraid. Afraid of rejection, afraid of disappointment, okay? But if we live our life, if you're single and you live your life never asking your perfect man or woman out because you're afraid of rejection or disappointment and you avoid that discomfort at all costs, you'll just stay stuck forever, okay? But we have to also understand that when we live life on a higher level, and when we take risks and we do exciting things, we will always start and stop to a limit, okay? But even then, so here's the boring as hell life. Wish every week away, waiting for Friday, can't wait for the weekend, get drunk, 2 weeks in Benners, repeat, year after year after year after year. Blame, complain, justify, okay? When we're up here, risks, ask them out, said no, got disappointed, fear, rejection, failure, success. Fell off again, got back up, success. Don't know where my hand's going, but you get it. When we live in this top bit, okay? Even the lows of the disappointment and the rejection, they're still up here, not down here. So they're still higher than the boring lows that go over and over again. But, you know, guys, again, those of you still watching live, or if you're watching on replay, comment #replay so I know. And also, you know, when was the last time one of you took a risk? Okay? Because when you take risks, even the lows or the failures or the rejections of taking the risk are way higher than the soul-sucking boring life. If we're still just living down here day after day after day after day after day, okay? Sleeping dead. Some people are just fucking zombies. They wander around every day from drama to drama to drama, arguing on Facebook, mocking people, judging them, justifying them, all in an effort to all I need to do is make it to Friday so I can get fucking twatted again. 10 years. Trust me, I get it. Okay? Until you start to think about growth and contribution. Okay? This is what I want you to start writing down. Now, what kind of life do you want to live? What kind of life do you want to live, Michelle? What kind of life do you want to live, Lana? I don't care about what happened in the past and when you put other people first. I want to know about moving forward from today onwards. Every single one of you. Be brave, take a risk, post it in the comments. Give it some thought, come back and post it later. What kind of life do you want to live? How do you want your life to look? What kind of relationship do you want? Are you going to make this week count? I fucking am. Yes, I am. Let me know in the comments who's going to make this week count. Or are you just going to waste it? You're going to waste another week of your life not doing something because you're not a very technical person. That didn't come up then. I've lost the comments. Did that not send? I am. Who's going to make this week count? Drop a yes. Who is going to make this week count? Who's going to start creating a vision for what we did with our lives, what we created, what we actioned, even today? Who's going to make today count? I am. Do most of you need to think any further ahead apart from that? Or do you just need a vision for today? Who's going to make this week count? Who's going to make today count? Who's going to cherish and be grateful for the fucking life we've been given, the gift? Some people don't have that. Who's going to make that statement? I want my life to mean something. I want David Mackenzie to say, because of you, Lee, I didn't give up and I achieved my goals. I want Alison to say, without you, Lee, I wouldn't be here. I want Michelle Ridley to say, without you, Lee, none of this would have happened. Okay? I want my life to mean something. And that's how I stay focused. That's how I stop stopping. That's how I keep consistency with my social media. That's how I sign clients up every day. I don't think about the money. I do sometimes. But I think about the impact and the growth and the contribution and how I want my life to look on a daily, weekly and monthly fucking basis. Not surrounding myself with drama, okay? What does this come down to? This is why I was doing this training and I'm like, oh my God, like Paul is in my head. What does all of this come down to? No, but when I said who's going to take a risk, no one commented yes. Okay? It comes down to your ability to handle uncertainty. I'm going to lose my voice and get a sore throat again. Calm the fuck down, Lee. It comes down to your ability to handle setbacks, handle disappointment, handle rejections. I didn't just get Angie Brown to sing one of my songs. 500 people before her said no. Now she's calling me like darling and honey. And it's the most surreal thing in this world. And I'm just trying not to fanboy, okay? But I had to handle that disappointment and that rejection first. But the biggest thing is, that wasn't to self my ego, by the way, but I have changed your lives and I'm very proud of that. I'm not embarrassed about hydrating that at all. Again, I wouldn't have used to have said something like that because I'm worried about what people think. They can think, oh, he loves himself. Remember what Paul said? You love yourself, mate, don't you? Yeah, I do. I really do. That's why Nat's going to do the video on self-love. I really do love myself. Anyone who doesn't should try it. You'll stop being so stressed and angry. Okay, but the biggest thing about all of these things, so it comes down to your ability to handle uncertainty. Uncertainty, again, is so fear. So go back to what I said. So fear, let's get this down to one word for you to make it easy. Okay, so when we say no motivation, no discipline, keep stopping, procrastinator, self-sabotaging, self-soothing, no self-belief, too busy, somebody else's fault, blame, justification, all that sits under fear. Okay, keep it as one word. Then we have, in my 17 pages of notes, okay, then we have uncertainty, setbacks, disappointment, failure, fucked up, messed up again. Everything always goes wrong for me. Life happens to me, not for me. Okay? The same things we all say time and time again, but it comes down to handling that uncertainty. But the best thing is, every single one of you's already done it. Many times you've handled uncertainty. Many times you've stepped out of your comfort zone. Many times you have dealt with travesty, disaster, death, bereavement, disappointment, okay? And you came out the other side. So whatever you're going through, just keep going. You've already survived your worst days, okay? But one thing you do have to do, we all have to do, is we need to stop living a boring life. We need to stop playing it safe. We need to stop playing not to lose. And we need to stop hanging around with low energy, boring people that we get nothing from. If you've got low energy and you're boring and you're negative, you ain't in my life. Pure and simple. 0 F's given, 0 apologies delivered. Okay. Who's ever had this? Okay. You know, people say, oh my God, I bet Michelle, I bet you're getting it, or some of your friends now. Lindsay, I bet you're getting it. Alison, I bet you're getting it. Edie, I bet you're getting it. Lexi, you're probably going to get it. Ange, I know you've definitely had it. You've changed. Come into the pub, Ange. No, I'm all right. Thanks. I've got some goals that I'm working towards. You've changed. Or you see this person that they get a coach and all of a sudden they're on social media and everything's just positive. Positive memes, posting what they're proud of, posting their pictures and apologising for it at the same time, making smart decisions, changing their job, saying no to negativity, people, places and friends, and then everyone saying, Lexi, you've changed. Damn right I've fucking changed. I've upscaled and improved every area of my life. Every area I've changed. So thank you for noticing that. I appreciate it. I haven't changed though. I'm still the same person. I've just upscaled and improved every area of my life. Okay? Whilst you are still stuck blaming and complaining, justifying and doing fuck all about your soul-sucking existence. So don't come at me with the you've changed bullshit. I have changed. You're still whinging, bitching, moaning, mocking, taking the piss, talking shit, saying stuff like, oh, if only I had your motivation, Alison. We can joke about it now, but that's what like 20 of Alison's friends when her picture went out. Like she was just like gifted this motivation. Like she didn't work. Like she didn't create it. Like she didn't make changes. Like she didn't improve. Like she didn't try harder. Like she didn't fail and get back up. Like she didn't suffer disappointment and keep going. Like she didn't have rejection and keep going. Okay? They just throw that away. Oh, I wish I had your motivation, Alison. Do you know what I mean? So the number one tip is for creating lasting change, let's go back to the movie. Okay? This training to me, when Paul did it, just blew my head. Okay? What do you want your movie to look like? How do you want your film to look? Okay? Everybody now post your favourite movie. I'm going to look at how we create life as a movie. Okay? No pornos, any of you dirty buggers either. Proper films. Post your favourite film. Top Gun. Every time. It's a bit crap now. But at the time, it was the one. Forrest Gump. Okay? Why do my comments disappear? My comments disappear. I don't know why. What's your favourite film? Okay. Pretty Woman. Amazing. Pretty Woman. Shawshank Redemption. Dirty Dancing. I carried a watermelon. Did you watch that on Gogglebox the other night? See, I love guys. Honestly, now this is sorted, so I can see the comments. It's so much better. No, it's not crap, Lindsay. It's just when you go back now, after watching modern day films, how different they just look and the accent and stuff. It's crazy. Labyrinth, amazing. Um, me. Jessica Labyrinth, was that all just for David Bowie in tights? I think that's a few girlhood fantasies there. Um, every time I comment, it resets the video. Yeah, that's what's happening to mine, Dana. I don't know what. Dark Knight, never ending story. Anyway, Cocktail. Um, so, what do all of these amazing movies have? Drop some comments in again. They have highs, they have lows, they have action, they have failure, rejection, heartache, drama, humour, really hard scenes, scenes that make you fucking cry. Hands up who sobbed their heart out at Armageddon. Every time. Gets me for personal reasons. Okay? Good films make you cry. Good films have villains. Every good film has a villain. Okay? Just like we all have villains in our own life. All got people that didn't do what they said they were going to do. People that left us, people that hurt us. Okay? But think about this. Okay? Think about this. The size of the superhero comes down to the size of the villain, doesn't it? Think about it. But the great movies have all that drama, all that risk, all that heartache, all that happiness, all that sadness. But yet, many of us don't, because we're playing to lose. We just stay down here, so we never experience any of that. That's why we stay bored, and that's why we say drama. I'm still just laughing at Labyrinth. It came up in, like, do you remember when you play like Never Have I Ever or any of those kind of drinking games? Remember being at uni and like some question came up when it was like directed at a female, and she was like, "What's the first time you've ever got horny?" And she commented watching David Bowie in tights in Labyrinth. I've no idea why I've just remembered that, but at the time it was the funniest thing in the world, Jessica. That's why I was just laughing when it was brought up. But anyway, we digress. Let's stop talking about David Labyrinth in tights, because don't want you guys to ladies to be getting too excited. So every great movie must have a villain. So let's not moan about the villains. Let's not blame them. Not so, let's not use them for the reason why we aren't doing what we want to achieve. Okay? Because without no villains, Melissa, I hope you're not talking about Labyrinth. Um, without no villains, there are no heroes. Without no story, there is no happy ending. Okay? But most people aren't overcoming anything because they're not seeking out anything. Low risk, low energy, low focus, no goals, no vision. Okay? And think of it this way. I want my life to Logan, I want it to be an example, not a warning. Remember, we're not getting another shot at this, guys. We are not getting another chance. Let's make it count. Let's make today count. Let's make this week count. Let's make this month count. Let's make the rest of 2021 the best year of our lives by focusing on what we can control. Okay? And not auto resetting back to our old ways. Let's stop stopping. you know, and let's be examples. Each and every one of us, let's be the shining beacon. Let's make sure we're on a pedestal to our kids. Sweaty. Okay? It's taken me a long time to get that comfortable on camera. Showing sweat patches and talking about people getting horny to David Bowie in tights. Last week it was relationships and boobs. You know, imagine if this has been you in the past, and it was me as well, before I had Logan, I have to admit. But imagine watching your parents as a kid and all they do is mock, blame, complain, moan, and live for EastEnders, drinking at the weekend, and 2 weeks once a year in fucking Benidorm, getting shit faced every day and seeing how much food they can eat. You know, some people even install it in their kids, don't they? You know, I remember this saying, you know, money doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, you know, even if it did, what a bad attitude to be saying. Even if money did grow on trees, the people that are saying it are that fat and lazy that they wouldn't get off the couch and go and walk and shake the tree anyway. Because they're just convinced that money doesn't grow on trees. Money's bad. Only bad people have money. I will never have money. Money's bad. Money makes you evil. Okay, again, go back to the last training. That's beliefs. Beliefs about money. Okay, but you know the people that are saying money doesn't grow on trees are that overweight, depressed, playing it low, distracted, drama filled. That even if all of a sudden there was 50 grand on the tree in the garden, they probably wouldn't notice it because they're too interested in EastEnders and 4 cans of lager every night. Okay, so the way we're going to lay this down at the end is, you know, what are we all going to do today? Because that's all you need to do. Okay, if you're not doing your journal or your planner, go to the guides, find it, and do it tonight. Okay, if you're not using the planner, how do you even know? Come on, honestly, who doesn't know what their goals are for today? Who doesn't know what they need to do today? Who's not written down what's today's most important task? Who's not planned each hour of today? Okay? Because if you're not doing the planner, you don't even know what it is that you need to achieve today. You don't. You really don't. You're making it up. Okay? You're all here to create change. You're all here to make action. Yet some of us aren't even doing the basics. Okay? This is the reality of what will happen. And if you're listening to this and you're new, please don't let this be you. But the reality is, some of the newbies who started yesterday will get to the end of 5 weeks and do nothing, even though they've paid money. Okay? Don't let that be you. Make the change that you need to. Stop playing it low. Take risks. Put the work in. You only get one chance at today. You only get one chance at this week, at this month, at this 5 week period. And ask yourself this question: how am I living my life? Am I living it as an example or am I living it as a warning? Pure and simple. Guys, I need to go. I've got a sales call in 15 minutes. But remember this as well: leverage, right? Parents, this should leverage you hard. Okay? Hard, hard, hard. Melissa, tell them, but they do, and send them my way. See their reaction to that. You don't need to lose any more weight. Thanks for your opinion. You do. What are you doing about it? How's your confidence right now? Hit them back with that and watch their face die. And then come back with conflict. Can't believe you just said that to me. Really interesting one, that. Like, it's like almost like a law in psychology, isn't it? You can't say someone's overweight, but you can tell someone they're too thin. You can't tell someone to lose weight that they need to for health reasons because you care about them, but you can tell someone that they don't need to lose any more weight. Do you know why they don't want you to lose any more weight? Because they don't want you to start looking even better than you already do and move even further away from them and their soul sucking existence. They want to drag you back in. They want to keep you on their level. They want to keep you playing low. They want to keep you not taking risks. Okay? Because every day, Melissa, you're giving them a reminder of what you're achieving. and what they're not. And they don't like it because your successes are highlighting their failures and the fact that they do nothing about them. Your life is an example, their life is a warning. Okay? And remember this, parents. Somebody write this down for me because I want it here as a memory. Kids don't do what they are told. Kids copy what they see. Is your behaviour reflecting the way you want your kids to grow up? Is your behaviour reflecting the future that they want for them? Angry, tired, miserable, shouting, mocking, blaming, complaining, doing nothing, living for the weekend, drinking every night. Is that the future you want for them? Because they're watching. They're watching and they're copying. And they don't do what they're told. They copy what they see. Pure and simple, okay? I need to wrap this up, but I'm going to end on purely and simple, okay? If you do not have a vision for today, this week, this month, this quarter, this year, this 3 years, then that is why you keep stopping. That is why you keep getting started and you keep stopping. Because purely and simple, you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you want. You don't know how your life wants to be. You don't know how you want your life to be. You don't know how you want it to look. I can't believe this training's been nearly 2 hours. Over an hour and a half. And I started at 8:30, didn't I? Is that making sense? If we don't have that vision, it's no wonder we keep stopping, is it? I now have to break my week down into days, weeks, so I know what I want by the end of this week. Okay, I keep it small so I don't end up living in the shit zone. So bad that, isn't it? That's why, because we don't know where we're going, we don't know what we want. So get that straight before. You're almost, what so many of us are doing is we're getting in the car, we're switching the sat nav on, we've got 20 maps, but we still don't know where we're going. We literally don't know where we're going, okay? We've just got to do it. Know how you want your life to look, Sarah Kerrigan. Have your vision. Know what it is you want to achieve, because that's what's going to stop you stopping. Live your life as an example, not a warning. And this is what I'm going to end on, because this quote for me went deep, okay? When we have a vision, we will be pulled by inspiration, not pushed by motivation, okay? Not pushed by pain, not pushed by where we are, okay? But that all comes down to your vision. Your vision for this week, your vision for today, your vision for this month, and your vision for the 5 weeks. But those are two very different things, okay? Pushed by motivation means you've got yourself into a shit state and it's a crisis, okay? It's now or never. You need to lose weight or you're going to die. You need to stop drinking or you're going to die. You need to sort your behavior out or your fucking wife and kids are going to leave, okay? That's what's called being pushed by motivation. Being pulled by inspiration is far easier. It's a far more fruitful, purposeful existence that's surrounded by growth, impact, and contribution, which was the main thing that we discussed in order of how to stop stopping. Okay, but that is what will change it. Instead of, I need to stop drinking, eating crap, and generally being a fucking loser and taking drugs every weekend, because if I don't, my wife and my kids are going to leave me. Harsh, right? That was me. That's called being pushed by motivation, pushed by failure, pushed by fuck up, let's call it. Being pulled by inspiration is, I want to be a shining beacon to Logan. I want to lead by example. I want to look back and realize that my life meant something. I want to look back and have stories to tell him. I want to show him how to take risks, how to manage challenges, how to be stronger, how to overcome obstacles, how to step out of his comfort zone. And the only way I can truly show him to live the life that he deserves is by living it myself and being pulled by inspiration and being a leading beacon to him because of the vision that I've created of how I want my life to look and how I want his to look as well. Guys, I hope that's been helpful. I absolutely love you all. I'm going to have to do the Q&A again afterwards because I've got 2 calls now. So I will do another Q&A as per yesterday at 4 p.m. Okay? Well, I will just double check my planner first to make sure I'm free. Yes, I will. At 4 p.m. I'll do the Q&A. So if you've got any questions and you're watching live, make sure they go on last night's Q&A that went out at 6 o'clock in this group, and I will answer them all at 4 p.m. today. There's not many because I've done most of them in text, so it'll be super short. But yeah, have an awesome day. Have an amazing day. Go and be epic. But, you know, going back to what I said, it just comes down to today. It comes down to our vision for today. It comes down to using this opportunity, okay? Using this gift, using this day that we've been given. Let's not waste it. Let's get out and make it count. Love you all. See you soon.